Marjorie Greene wants us to focus not on like the cops that are testifying, ignore that, but there are people being held before sentencing for January 6th. She wants us to focus more on them. Here she is speaking out for them.
We went to this prison today as members of Congress and to give oversight on a federal prison because we suspect there is a two-tier justice system in the United States for Trump supporters that are charged for January 6th and letting catch and release. It's basically catch and release for Antifa and BLM rioters that have rioted and destroyed cities and hurt businesses and looted and hurt police officers and federal monuments and federal buildings and police precincts. You know, we suspected that, but it was confirmed today, and it's an outrage.
That whole video, if you watch it again, Matt Gaetz just looks like a really uncomfortable, like little boy who's being forced to stand somewhere and doesn't want to be. But anyway, okay, so they're political prisoners. There's a two-tiered justice system, which is like definitely true, but not at all what she's talking about. And it's that they're too hard on Trump supporters. So Brett, couple points from that. One, she's admitting that they're Trump supporters, so that's cool. Finally, like 6 months later, she admits that they're not Antifa, because previously she'd said they were Antifa, but no way, Antifa's just getting caught and released. So that never made sense. So, but which is it? Because you seem to not like that Antifa's been caught and released, but you don't want those people to be held. But you're whatabouting them. So which standard would you like to see universally applied? I'm guessing none. I'm guessing
she likes the two-tier justice system. She just wants it how it normally is. In this situation, like she's saying, to take Candace Owens' logic, when she says you catch and release Antifa people, basically you catch and release people on the left, she's dehumanizing them and turning them into fish, and that's the first step. So Candace Owens should really come out against Marjorie Taylor Greene at this point by pescatizing and patronizing the left before the overall extermination of us. But it's just it's all that. It won't stop being that, like the two-tier justice system. Guys, they broke into the Capitol building, and also, like, which is it? Are they good guys? Are they political prisoners because they were protesting? Or should Nancy Pelosi, like, if Nancy Pelosi needed heightened security measures against these people, and it's her fault for not having them? If that's the case, like, well, then they should be in prison because they were a security threat.
Now, give us, like, it used to be there's a face on Mars. Okay, so let's grapple with this one conspiracy theory. There's a face on Mars. Now it's like every single conspiracy theory has its dark mirror, and you have to fight both because they believe both. You're 100% right. She wants Nancy Pelosi locked up for leaving the Capitol open to attack by the people that she doesn't think did anything wrong and should be released. It doesn't make any sense. But there's one last little bit of fun if you find the fact that we have a representative who is hardcore racist fun. So she says, joining my colleagues Gohmert, Gosar, and Gaetz seeking answers and asking questions at the deplorable jail in DC. What the deplorable jail? You're coming up with that, but you are insulting them by saying it. Anyway, she wants more visitation hours, access to religious texts. She also throws in access to exercise, which I think is just trying to, she's worried she's gonna end up there and she wants to make sure there's CrossFit equipment. I think that's all that is. And by the way, if she or Gohmert or Gaetz were actually interested in the condition of American prisons, the fact that people are held for so long without bail before totally non-violent charges, all of that would be a great way for her to advance this political agenda of hers while also potentially doing some good. But she's not interested in that. These are literally the only prisoners that she actually cares about. And she throws in at the end, illegal aliens are treated better in detention facilities than the J6 accused. It's outrageous. But wait, they're being held for attacking a building, beating cops, nearly killing people. The illegal aliens they're just being held. Like, you get that they're not in there for murder generally. They crossed the border. That's not the same as killing a person. This is all that is a racial thing. They would dare treat these illegal aliens better than good white conservatives, despite the fact that the white conservatives were violent and the illegal aliens weren't.
Dude, there's I forget who it is. I think it might be Abbott, who is signing orders to basically quarantine any people from out of the country who are coming to this country who might pose a threat. So he's putting essentially like more than a mask mandate. And when I say pose a threat of COVID, he's doing more than a mask mandate for people in Texas who might be passing COVID around, but he refuses to do anything on a state level for non-brown people in Texas who might be spreading COVID around. It's just not consistent. And that's what she wants. She wants the two-tier justice system. She wants her political prisoners, who are also folks who are dangerous threats that Nancy Pelosi is responsible for not addressing. But she wants those folks to have access to the, Danish style prison complex that she would hate if you explained to her what a Danish style prison complex does and means. She just wants it for her people. That is the two-tier justice system that she advocates for. It's frustrating.
100%.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.